I don't think this person expected to miss you this much or feel, your absence or a sense of loss as much as they are feeling now. So today we are going to look at this person's thoughts, feelings, intentions, energies towards you. Now go ahead and pick a pile, whichever one resonates with you. You can pause the video, take a few deep breaths, and see which one resonates with you. Pile one or pile two. Now, before we get into the reading, a lot of you asked me, how do we know if this reading is for us, since it is a collective reading? If you feel intuitively connected to this reading, if it makes sense to you, listen to your intuition. It is your reading. Maybe not all of it. Maybe there are parts which may not resonate with you, which do not make sense to you. Leave those parts aside. But I thought, let's get some signs to confirm that this is your reading. So, see, the first thing that I feel is that you guys have, some of you possibly have become a little more guarded than you were. You start explaining yourself to, you stopped explaining yourself to people. You've stopped chasing, you've stopped trying to convince people to understand where you're coming from. Some of you may have recently ignored a message. There could be delayed responding to somebody. You chose silence over another argument with this person. Some of you could be, very focused on your money, studies, business. Like, you could have purchased something practical. This is not luxury. This is something useful. For some of you, I also feel maybe you updated your resume. You started planning your next move. For some of you, I feel you've gone quieter recently, not because you're upset, but because you're observing here. Some of you are carrying responsibilities that people around you don't fully see. You look strong on the outside, but you've been handling a lot here. Some of you have been seeing signs from universe, repeating numbers, dreams, something like that, especially if you're seeing 1010, 0101, a combination of 1 and 0, something like that. So let's see now, what are your person's current thoughts, energies, intentions, all of those for you. We have 7 of Cups, King of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and 4 of Cups. All right. See, this person is carrying this connection around. It's heavy energy here. We have 10 of Wands as overall energy. So overall, there is a lot of heaviness here. This person's mind is like all over the place. One moment they think about reaching out, the other moment they talk themselves out of it. See, the King of Swords, this is where they try to keep their thoughts, their emotions in check. They don't want to act emotionally. They're filtering everything through logic. Instead of asking themselves how they feel, they keep asking themselves what makes sense right now. But the feelings don't always listen to logic, right? And that's why we have this 2 of Pentacles. This person is going back and forth in their mind. And this entire, all the cards here, there's a strong blue color coming out. So I don't know if blue makes sense to you in some way. If you look at these, I mean, you see the blue everywhere. This one, and this still has a little other color, still has some other color here, but blue is like really strong here. See, they are like, should I reach out? Should I say stay silent? Should I move on? Should I give this another chance? What should I do? They're like, it's like ping pong is happening here. It's like they're stuck between 2 different versions of themselves. And then 2 of Wands, this is where, despite everything, there is still, looking towards future, anticipating something. They're still thinking about possibilities, still wondering what happens next between the 2 of you. See, now here's where things become emotional, the 5 of Pentacles, where although they're trying to stay, guarded and very stoic and everything with King of Swords, but 5 of Pentacles is where, if you could see how, if you look at her expressions, it's like sad, depressed, like nothing left with her kind of energy. Um, See, this person feels your absence, and I don't mean that they think about it occasionally. This is where you're constantly trapped. You're not growing. You're like uh, you're ripped apart. Kind of a energy is what I feel from this. Life feels different without access to your energy. Connection feels or life feels different without you. I don't think they expected that, and that's where the Four of Cups says, "I'm sad. I don't know what to do." See, this is where somebody who isn't fully satisfied is how things turn out when they sit like this. Somebody is offering them support, somebody is offering them, that shade, but that's not what they're focused on. They're sitting with their emotions, they haven't fully processed here. And like I said, overall energy was 10 of Wands to begin with. See, this connection feels heavy, not because they don't care, but because they've been carrying these thoughts, emotions for a very long time here. See, this person is confused and conflicted and trying to stay logical, is what I see. But underneath it all, they're still thinking about this future with you, still feeling your absence, and still carrying the emotional weight of this connection. Let's see what is the guidance for you. What is the guidance for my viewers here? We have Three of Pentacles, we have King of Wands, Emperor, and Ten of Wands came out. See, these cards are not asking you to wait. They're asking you to build. Okay. Three of Pentacles is where right now your energy grows when you connect with people who genuinely are willing to put in the effort, who are willing to coordinate with you, cooperate with you, build something with you, support you. This could be friends, mentors, community, people who pour into you instead of draining you. King of Wands is where, it tells you stop shrinking. I mean, what if, how does it matter if you have this, fire that's coming out of you? It's warming people up, irrespective of what some people see it as. Some of you spent so much time wondering what somebody else is doing that you've forgotten that, how powerful you actually are. You can bring fire out of that drum. I mean, you have certain unique qualities here. See, this card wants you to go back into your confidence, back into your purpose, back into your life. And then Emperor, Emperor doesn't chase, it doesn't beg, it doesn't sit around waiting for validation. He knows his power, he knows his authority, he knows his value, he knows he can create what he wants. See, Emperor knows their value before anyone else can confirm it to them. They don't need a confirmation. And that's the energy you're being asked to step into. Don't seek confirmation from anyone that you are powerful, that you are valuable. And Ten of Wands, see, the universe is asking you to put down what isn't yours to carry. Stop carrying somebody else's confusion, their fears, their inability to make decisions. Because, some burdens were never yours to carry. They may seem like, they were all pretty flowers here, but ultimately it's kind of causing you to break your back. So don't keep carrying that because it's not yours to carry. They have to carry it. See, one of the hardest lessons in love is realizing that you cannot do someone else's emotional work for them. You can love them, you can understand them, you can have compassion for them, but you cannot heal for them. That work they have to do. And the moment you stop carrying what belongs to someone else, you get your energy back, you get your peace back, you feel empowered, you get yourself back. See, because you need to keep moving forward, is what this is saying. Because the right people, they don't get intimidated by your growth. They need you there. I hope this gave you some clarity. Thank you for watching. All right, now if you chose this pile number 2, let's see what is the reading waiting for you. But before that, let's find out if this reading is for you or not, since a lot of you asked me. how do we know if this reading is for us or not? So intuitively, if you feel this reading is for you, it is. But we will get some cards out and see if this makes sense to you. Okay, so the first thing that I feel is that delayed communication. Somebody was supposed to call or respond or text, update you about something. They haven't yet. It doesn't have to be the person the reading is about. It could be any other person as well. It could just be, let's say, an interview call you were expecting, or an interview, some sort of information that you were expecting, which is getting delayed. Some of you could have had a disagreement, misunderstanding with somebody. This is where, I don't know, if you're constantly checking on your phone a lot here. You could have traveled short distance recently, or planning a short trip, like a very short trip. See, communication issues feel significant. It's like, two people talking at the same time, not listening to each other, talking over each other. See, you may have recently sent a message and regretted immediately after sending it. I am getting angel numbers 555, 888, 222. I hear the words change, abundance. If that is something that you're working on, is what I feel. For some of you, I feel you could be very focused on your fitness goals or your personal goals in general. Now, let's see what are your person's overall thoughts, feelings, emotions, energies, everything for you. We have 7 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Magician, Lovers, and one more, 9 of Cups. Overall energy is the Emperor. All right. See, this person is hiding a lot more than, they're showing you. 7 of Swords immediately talks about their thoughts and feelings they are keeping under wraps. It's like they don't want to express openly. That doesn't necessarily have to be deceptive, but it feels very private. It's like, somebody who maybe keeps telling themselves, I'll deal with this later. But later is, it just keeps getting pushed away. Things just don't move. And 2 of Pentacles, this I think came in the first pile as well. So this person is trying to balance a lot at once, their emotions, responsibilities, personal life, this connection, a lot going on. They're constantly shifting between different priorities here is what I see. And honestly, that's part of why they have not been consistent with you. See, despite everything, this person keeps coming back to this connection mentally, because 8 of Pentacles is where you want to put in the effort. They don't want to lose this connection. They're still holding on to this connection close to their heart. See, this person believes they still have influence over this connection, over you, whether through communication, action, timing, simply their presence, but they do have some sort of influence here. This also feels like somebody who wants to feel in control of the situation, and they're manifesting this connection in some way or the other. Yes, they are, not showing things, but they're definitely manifesting this connection. Lovers is where the reading gets a little serious, a little more romantic. Maybe see, underneath all of whatever avoidance, juggling, whatever this person is doing, the emotional bond is genuine. It is still alive. This is like, I'm also getting this person really wants to hug you. They want to hug you and tell you that they know what they have done, and they really want to fix it. They really wish they could do something to undo these things. This person does not see you as somebody who's insignificant in their life. You are somebody who means a lot. You hold a lot of value in this person's life. They don't see this connection as casual. Lovers tells me that the connection itself matters to them. Then we have 9 of Cups. This is where, see, for some of you, I feel this person could be sitting in their pride. I mean, if you look at this cat, the way she's looking up, cats could be significant for you. She has a feather in, and also, so feathers could be another sign for you. that this reading is for you, and specifically yellow feather. See, this person thinks about what it would feel like if things were better between the two of you. If it's like they're feeling caged, they want to be out of that cage, and if they were to be, outside of this cage, if the tension disappeared, if the distance disappeared, they're imagining the outcome here, but they haven't fully bridged that gap between imagination and action yet here. Overall energy is Emperor. See, because this person is trying very hard to stay in control, not to, spill their emotions or whatever they're thinking. They're wanting to stay in control really hard here. They want to control their emotions, the situation, how they are perceived. The problem is you can't control feelings forever. See, this person is emotionally still connected with you, but they are, yes, emotionally controlled at the same time. They're thinking about you, they're trying to understand the connection, imagining possibilities, don't want to let go. Underneath all of this connection still matters a great deal to them. Let's see what is the guidance for you here. The guidance for you, King of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Overall energy is strength. And this is beautiful guidance here. See, this is when the cards are asking you to embody King of Cups, which is, feel your emotions, honor your emotions, but don't let your emotions control your life. You can't, see, you can miss somebody and still have boundaries. You don't have to, you don't have to keep sitting in those emotions just because you feel something for somebody and drown yourself in them. King of Wands is where, your life is bigger than this connection. Your dreams matter, your goals matter, your purpose matters. Maybe you kept it all aside because of this connection. Maybe it was blocking your growth in some way because you were constantly, chasing this. You were constantly focused on their happiness, their goals, their success, what they want. Don't make somebody else's uncertainty the center of your universe, is what this is saying. And then we have Queen of Wands. I mean, so many quote cards together. See, this card is asking you to remember who you are, your energy, your confidence, your attractiveness, your presence. Some of you have forgotten how magnetic you actually are because you have spent too much time focusing on what somebody else is doing. Okay. And strength, this is again a strong card here. This is where you don't need to force anything. You don't need to chase anything or prove anything to anyone. See, the strongest person in the room is often the one that remains calm while everybody else is reacting. See, sometimes the greatest act of self-love is refusing to abandon yourself while waiting for somebody else to make up their mind. See, your life is happening right now, but not when they text, not when they choose, not when they decide. Right now, and the more you come back to yourself, the more you grow in your life. I hope this gave you some clarity. Thank you for watching.